Morning, everybody. Who's ready to go fly? No, I am. Let me adjust my squelch here so I can hear myself. There we go. All right, let's do it. Oakdale traffic, Cessna 24895 is departing runway 28, straight out Oakdale.
Traffic, Cherokee 7885 Whiskey is about 2 miles west on the 45 to left downwind runway 30, Kingman.
Airspeed's alive. 40, air's 50, air will rotate. 60, we're climbing. Let the airspeed get up to 80 miles an hour. There it is. And we'll just keep our pitch attitude such that we stay at 80 miles an hour.
Traffic, Cherokee 7885 Whiskey's left, downwind runway 30, Kingdom.
It's a beautiful day to fly, but it is very hazy. I mean, the air is just gorgeous. There's no burbles, no nothing. Gonna go off to the right here just a little bit to stop from flying over the school. They don't like that. And I'm gonna get my
traffic, White Cherokee, 4 miles to the east of the Modesto VOR on the 4 miles south of Modesto VOR on the VOR Alpha approach. Gonna go mist and climb at 027 Oakdale.
Kingdom traffic, Cherokee 788 Whiskey's left base runway 30, Kingdom. Full stop, taxi back.
And Oakdale traffic, Cessna 24895 is over the north side of town. I'll be circling around the north side of town to the west, and I'll be looking for the Cherokee that's out there somewhere.
Turlock traffic, Cessna 662 vector, left crossing for runway 30, Turlock.
2 miles to the west for landing Woodland.
Oakdale traffic, Piper 90658 Kilo. We're about 7 miles to the south. We will overfly the field 900 feet and depart the area to the north, Oakdale.
Oakdale traffic 24895 is southbound on the west side of town. I have the Cherokee in sight that's approaching Oakdale. No factor. You're about 2 miles away off my 9 o'clock. Sure that Cherokee knew. I knew he was there. Okay, where am I?
Kingdom traffic, Cherokee 7885 Whiskey's left downwind runway 30, Kingdom.
There I am. See, one of the other planes is down at Turlock. That's cool. Well, everybody, it is a beautiful day to fly. Air-wise, the air is perfect. It's calm, it's still, there's no wind. Temperature's perfect.
Oakdale traffic, White Cherokee 9658 Kilo, over midfield, departing to the north, climbing up to 3000 Oakdale.
Well in traffic, helicopter 4.
This is awful busy. There we go. So, like I said, it's a beautiful day. The air is beautiful and calm. But two things. They're harvesting almonds, so there's dust everywhere. Let me see if I can, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but right down there, just behind the strut, you'll see a little plume of smoke. That's dust. That's an almond harvest going on. What they do is they shake the living daylights out of the trees, and once the nuts are all on the ground, then they go sweep them up. And both operations create a lot of dust. So this is what I'm looking at out the front here. It's just really Hello. Just really kind of hazy. So not a whole lot to see unless you're looking, you know, straight down, which is beautiful. You can see a lot. So anyway, let me put you back here where you can look at my ugly face some more. Oh, so yeah, it's a pretty good week at work. I already made a video and uploaded it about the configuration templates I use. I hope you guys will enjoy that. That will have appeared in last week's video at the time you watch this. This will take me about a week to get this uploaded. By the time you watch this, I will have replaced our firewall. So we use Palo Alto Networks firewalls. So we've got a PAN, Palo Alto Networks PAN, model 3050. We have 2 of them running in high availability. So you can fail over one or the other, and we don't lose internet connectivity. We don't lose connectivity from our VPN, IPsec VPN business partners. Global Protect remote clients can still connect. So everything just keeps working. To make that happen, there's 2 high availability links that need to be configured between the 2 firewalls. Hang on, guys, it's bright. I am going to swap these glasses out for my super cool aviator shades here. They're actually just safety glasses with bifocals, so I can read the instruments. Anyway, so we're going to swap that firewall out. As long as and the reason we're replacing it is the one we have keeps throwing out disk space errors. We're running low on disk space. So I called Palo Alto to ask them to walk me through seeing if there's anything I can do to reduce how much space the files are taking on the system. And so I generated a tech support file and sent it to them, and they said, well, it looks like you've got a first generation 3050, and since it's fully covered, we're going to send you out a 3rd generation 3050, which has much bigger disk, and that should solve your disk errors. Cool, I love brand new hardware. Sounds great. So they sent it to me, and well, we figured as long as we're getting a new firewall, let's put it in the new rack with where the Extreme Fabric is. So I have racked it. I have connected up all the cables. The high availability links we're not going to stretch. Right now they're just cables. Cable going from one port to the other on the other machine. They're, you know, foot long. We've decided to forego that and use VLANs instead. So I created 2 high availability VLANs, one for each port. Because I know one is a layer 3 and one's a layer 2. So let's just keep it clean. VLANs are cheap where I work. So I created 2 new VLANs for that, extended it through the fabric, extended it back into my old core where the firewalls are currently plugged into. This firewall will be going onto the fabric. So anyway, I got the VLANs all extended, everything's plugged in, all the proper VLANs are tagged, everything. So with any luck, Monday morning, we should just be able to export the config from the existing primary firewall. Well, no, first of all, we fail over to the secondary, so nobody knows what we're doing. Then we export the config from the primary firewall. Then we go ahead and shut it down, import the config to the replacement primary firewall, bring it up, make sure everything's looking good. We'll transfer licenses over from the existing primary firewall, because Palo Alto is all about licenses. You don't get jack if you don't have a license. So we'll go onto the support website, transfer our licenses over to the new hardware, register the new hardware, deregister the old hardware. Yeah, there's a ton of paperwork involved. And then we'll bring it up and we'll start troubleshooting. And see which ports I missed tagging. Hopefully none, but yeah, you never know. Oh yeah, so anyway, let me take a quick look here, see who's around me. Got another plane coming up on the other side of that lake, so I'm going to make a turn over to the north. I'm heading east towards the mountains right now. So I am going to turn to make sure that gentleman is not a factor. He's a fast mover, whoever he is. Going to get going the same direction as he is and fly parallel for a little bit. So basically just point me right back towards Oakdale. Probably where he's going. All right, well, it's easier to see in this direction anyway. There's no sun. Take my shades off and put my glasses back on, so you can look at my pretty blue eyes. So yeah, hopefully I got the tagging all right, and it'll just be a real quick, easy thing to do on Monday morning. We'll try to do all the tests we can before failing back to the replacement primary. We'll probably know pretty quick if I got the tagging right, because we're going to use the high availability links as a test. You know, if I've got those tagged right, then I've got everything else tagged right. There's also a separate interface for management. I know that's tagged right because I'm able to get into it and manage it. So the only other links that I've got tagged are the inside, the DMZ, and the county WAN. Because we don't trust those county guys. We make them go through our firewall. Who knows where the county's been? Let me check on this guy. See where he is. I don't see him anymore. He must have turned off somewhere. So, after the replacement primary is up and running, we're going to bring down, well, we're going to install a brand new secondary firewall, which they also sent us, because I said, well, hey, this is a high availability pair. If the first one is going to throw disk errors, isn't the secondary going to throw the same disk errors? And the support guy was like, yeah, you're right. Tell you what, we'll send you a replacement secondary as well. So we're going to install that down in our MDF on the fabric. Get that all set up, get that all tagged nice and pretty. And then our firewall moves for the fabric will be complete. So right now we use the copper ports for the firewall. It's got a set of 8 copper ports and a set of 8 fiber ports. And so all the copper ports go into their own switch interface untagged. What we've contracted with Palo Alto to do, because I want it done right, and I don't want to have to worry about it, stress, be up late at night. We've contracted them to engineer a solution where we can just use two fiber pairs in a trunk into our fabric from the firewall, and just do VLAN tagging over that. So instead of having a separate interface for inside, outside, DMZ, app servers, WAN, we're going to have fiber interfaces with trunking, with the exception of the outside interface. That will have its own dedicated fiber pair trunk, but the inside, the DMZ, and the WAN will be VLAN'd off on a fiber trunk from the Palo Alto firewalls to our new fabric infrastructure. So they are engineering that for us as we speak. So we're doing this firewall migration in 3 phases. Phase 1 is get this first primary working correctly. Phase 2 is get the primary and secondary working correctly over fabric. When I say working correctly, I mean over fabric. And then Phase 3 will be swapping the copper ports over to fiber ports and trunking. So that's the plan. And Phase 1 of that begins on Monday. And then we'll, if that goes well, we'll test it for a few days. I'll go ahead and start installing the firewall down in the MDF and getting it cabled up and get the VLANs ready. And then the following week, we'll probably do the conversion for that. So, kind of exciting, kind of intimidating. Whenever we mess with the firewall, I'm always a little anxious. Just because, you know, although the hospital can run just fine without the internet for a few days, actually. And we're not going to affect any connection to our electronic medical record providers, which is what we need to treat patients. So, yeah, that's, at least I don't have to worry about that. That'll come later. We're also upgrading that circuit as well. So we've just got a ton of work going on right now. And an upcoming video, I'll kind of do a summary of all the work that's in place. So. But I think that's long and rambling enough. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Really appreciate all the positive comments and even the negative comments. They're fine. You know, I know not everybody likes the same things. And, you know, it's always nice when you guys have constructive criticism. So that's cool. Questions, I like answering the questions. Like I said, I am not a teacher. I am not an instructor. All I can do is give you my perspective. This channel is all about perspective. This is my perspective on my job. That's what I do. If you get a job as a network admin, you may do something completely different. You know, you may do more server stuff. You may do more hardcore network design. But in this particular position, at this particular county hospital, this is what I do. And this is what they pay me for. So. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw or heard, click the subscribe button. Click the notification bell if you so desire. And thanks, and I forgot to say, grace and peace to you all from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints down there in beautiful, smoky Central California. And as always, have a great week. Soli Deo Gloria. To God alone be the glory. And you guys all take care. God bless.